Genshin Impact 5.7 was recently announced, and the special program came with a little surprise at the end. We're getting a new character, of course, the continuation of the Abyss storyline, new event, and more. Hello everyone, it's me, Pandragon Vanimore, and in today's video, I'll be talking about what's coming in Genshin Impact next patch 5.7, and sharing my thoughts on it. So let's get this thing started.
Heed my call! Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Let's start with the cinematic we got at the beginning of the program. I really like how it began with Lumine standing in the middle of a fire, as they said, the birth of a savior. And oh, we should not trust our outsider. Then they tease that the Loom of Fate is finally complete. It's about time we see what the Abyss Order has been working on since the start of the game. Judging by what we saw, it looked like they're preparing another attack in Natlan. And I can't wait to see what would happen. One odd thing they mentioned was that the Traveler came to Tevat from a spaceship. What, are we alien now? I'm not sure about this, but I guess we'll find out during the main story. Then we gotta look at the new character, Skirt. I don't know if I pronounced it right. She looked absolutely stunning and powerful. She fight with elegance and seemed to use Abyss magic instead of a traditional vision. They also introduced Dahlia, a priest we met during Albedo trial. To be honest, I'm not that interested in him though. Things got even more interesting when we saw Skirt playing an instrument alone in the middle of nowhere, probably part of her story quest. If the Abyss is involved, of course, Dancil make an appearance, which got me hyped since it's been a while since we saw him. But what really caught my attention was the next scene. Aether with a mysterious girl we never seen before. Who the hell is she? I have my doubt about her. Another major reveal, it looked like we'll face off against our sibling this time. Lumine say, I know you always want to change fate, but this time I won't let you succeed. Since she say Oni-chan in Japanese, we know it's Lumine speaking to Aether. Could we finally be getting a sibling battle? We also saw Skirt fighting someone who appeared to be her master, but I'm not sure. But at the end of the trailer, Lumine appeared holding two strange dark tubes, walking toward Aether, and the new girl seemed to be there too. And then Lumine say, we will begin anew at the end of your journey. What does that mean? Wonder. I'm really excited for this patch now. Now let's talk about the content coming with the update. What I even wish, Phase 1 will feature Skirt, of course, and Shania, whatever. Sorry guys, I'm bad with name. I'm so bad with pronouncing name. Anyway, I have a feeling Skirt will be more popular, but we know. Dahlia will be one of the 4 stars in this banner. Then we have Phase 2, which will bring back Mavuka. So if you missed her last time, this is your chance today to get her. Not today, but when the patch will come out. Emily then would be there too. The Fontaine Perfumer. So, but I have a feeling people will want more for Mavuka. will have a new 5-star sword called the Azure Light. It's look great, but I won't roll for weapon. I never roll for weapon, and I will never change. So the only new 5-star character this batch is Skirt. I was hoping maybe Denzel, but guess he's not ready yet for that. Speaking of Skirt, she getting her own story quest. So I can't wait to learn more about her. Her connection to the Abyss. Can her master the full Sortalogi. Skirt looks super fun to play. She doesn't have a vision and instead use Abyss power, disguising herself as a Creo user. Her passive works best with Hydro and Creo teammate, and fights is an increased reaction. She doesn't rely on elemental energy, but instead uses her own unique energy called Serpent Subtlety. When she gathers enough energy, her elemental skill change her combat style, and even her outfit, little like Karina. In that state, all her attack deal unchangeable Creo damage, and increase her resistance to AoE and interruption. When she triggers Creo reaction, like Frozen or Superconduct, she would be create Void Rift that she can then absorb to regenerate more Serpent Subtlety. It seems the longer you fight with her, the stronger she becomes, and that benefits the whole team. I really want to try her out, assuming I can pull her. That's look a freaking cool character, to be honest. Then let's talk about the 4-star character, Dahlia. Unlike Skirt, he's a support unit who use Hydro to deal AoE damage, providing shield to his allies, and boost speed with something called Favonian Favor. When the shield breaks, you can refresh it by using normal attack or triggering Frozen reaction. His elemental skill places a sacramental shower that explodes on contact with the enemy and bounces the ally into the air. Not really a fan of that style mechanic. It's useful when plunge attack through, but there are better characters for that in my opinion. It could be fun, but not worth Primo Gem. Now the main story. The Abyss Order and the Traveler's sibling plotline will finally continue. We discover clues that our siblings was in Natlan, and with the Loom of Fate now complete, we'll probably learn what the Abyss has been planning. Apparently our sibling is in Natlan, but in a different space from us, probably the Abyss Realm or the past. Then Self will appear again and fight alongside us. Yes, this time we'll finally see him in combat. He will temporarily join the party for part of the quest. I wanted to see that for a long time. Maybe we're getting closer to him becoming playable. Probably not until next year, but still exciting. Now about the mysterious girl. Apparently we meet her in a cave. She has unusual eyes and clothing, possibly from Canria. Who is she and why she's there? I can't wait to find out. Since our siblings show up when she's around, she's definitely tied to the plot. And maybe to the sibling. A confrontation between siblings seems inevitable. I'm genuinely excited we might finally get some answer about why the sibling doing all this and what is really the Loom of Fate would do. As for the event, I will be honest, they don't look that fun. I still do them for Primo Gem, but I'm not too hype about it. The first event is a simulated adventure game in Sumeru, which look like to be on a chessboard. with monster, which they call pieces. Also, you will be able to boost your team and buy some new pieces. It's basically like a chessboard. Like you're playing chess, but with beasts and stuff. Still, judging by the gameplay they show, that doesn't look like that amazing to me. There is also a minigame where you will feed fruit to Paimon. Meh. Don't look that fun that much. There were minigame more fun than that. Then we have another event that would take place in Fontaine, when you use a turret to kill enemy. Nothing really special about this. Then the last one would be a co-op battle challenge, which I would probably skip since I'm not a mental player. Still, some people will probably like it, but not me. Multiplayer online co-op in Genshin. I think it, aside from the boss, I don't use that co-op. I think it's doing even with co-op, it's not fun unless it's your friend. But it's my opinion. What's more interesting, though, is the new permanent challenge event. Similar to Spiral Abyss and the other one, the theater, I don't remember the name. But you know, the other one that takes place in Mondstadt. So they will be there each month in each update. This event will let you farm artifacts and even choose which one you want. Instead of doing it each little dungeon to do them and to farm and have a chance to get the one you want, but it's random, so you have a chance not get it, so you will be able to get the artifact you want apparently in that new permanent challenge. Basically, there will be 3 phases with varying difficulty and special monster with unique ability. That sounds cool, especially with Primogem reward and artifact. It's fun when they add permanent challenge like this, which can give you reward each update. And there is even more school stuff awaiting us in that permanent event. Like, I think they will have even more level of difficulty. So for the people that like challenge, you will have it. We also getting a new item called the Dust Lightman, which lets you reroll artifact substat. So you get some from the event, 2 free in your mail, some in the battle pass, and more in the permanent challenge. I don't care really about artifact grinding and their stats, but this is still a welcome addition. For people who really like to roll stuff and take this seriously, I think it's a good addition that you can now, we will be able now, thanks to an item, reroll an artifact instead of farming a new one. That would save time a lot. That I would say. Also getting the Traveler Tale Part 2, which lets you find characters around the world for little cutscene, like Toma in Mondstadt or Neuvillette talking with Melusine. It's a nice touch in the game that makes the world feel more alive. I really like that. I mean, you go around the world and you can meet the character. I think it's interesting because most of the time, yeah, you get a character. We do his story, but you don't see him anymore. Don't know what he's doing in his daily life. You don't know. So I think it's an important thing they add that. And good news, apparently they're working on to have something implanted in the game and not be just an event. So I can't wait to see that. There's also a new update in the new Civilization TCG, the new card game. There will be new card like Mavuka. But I don't really play the card games, so I'm not really too interested in that. But aside new card, I don't think they add anything else anywhere. Some system optimization are coming, especially for mobile player. You will be able to selectively install resources to manage your storage better. So if there is some quest you don't want to do on your mobile, just play your mobile for a daily, for example, we can install only the resources to be able to do your daily without having the story quest of a character. So it's kind of interesting for mobile player. Then we will have what else do we have? Oh yeah, we have the handbook. We now give a detailed version info on bosses, which is long overdue. Was tired to always need to go check the web for that, or try the boss, wiping a couple of times to understand the fight. Now there will be a guide, without needing you to move around and check for yourself. Finally, the most exciting teaser was at the end. Northcry, the next major update, 6.0. We're gonna finally heading into Fight 3 territory. And the Dory will return, since his big lab is there. We also finally meet Alice and the Grandmaster of the Knight of Harmonious. What about time to meet them? So I guess it will be playable at that update. I'm really hyped for this. Chesnaya won't be in 6.0, though it would come later, which by the way makes sense in a way, because Northcry is the place where they make the experiment with all the Genosas, I believe. So Chesnaya would be like, Teria is a zone, but Chesnaya would be like, because right now if we go there, the fighter would probably want to arrest us and kill us. But with hiding Northcry first, it would probably give a reason for us to be able to go to Chesnaya after. So, yeah, I mean, that would make the game more longer. So 7.0 would probably be Chesnaya, and then 8.0 Canria? I don't know, I guess we'll see. So that's pretty much everything about Genshin Impact 5.7. Aside from Skirt and the story quests, there isn't a ton of content, I would say. But a permanent event is a great addition though. I'm pretty sure big thing will happen in the story. Then we might finally get some long-awaited answer. But we would probably have other questions too. Like always. Skirt story also seems really tied to the Abyss and should be fascinating. Then you guys, what do you think about this new update announcement? Let me know in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I'm doing short, walkthrough, playthrough video, and talking video like this one. And other stuff on my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, and let's see you next time. Dragons offline.